What's up, everyone? Superphil here from Superphil's Fortress of Solitude, and essentially, we're picking right back up where we left off, with one little difference. I am now a vampire. Yeah, I did that, uh, and actually made a video of it, but my mic was muted from where I was in Discord, so that video will be coming later. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump right in.
The information you brought back from Blackreach might give us a fighting chance. Let's put our heads together and figure out how to use what you learned. My father be damned.
We killed Zingalis and brought back a map and a communique. The enemy calls itself the Grey Host.
The Grey Host? Where have I heard that name?
just
Meanwhile,
said
my
it.
father rounded up the Herald and moved his soldiers to the outer walls. Then he ordered the quartermaster to stockpile Castle Dower. He's preparing Solitude to withstand a long siege.
And you don't agree with that approach?
That might work against a mob of Reachmen, but thick walls can't stop a Herostorm. Any war we try to wage will be over before it starts if we don't find a way to stop them. Fen knows more about the storms than anyone. See what he suggests.
Okay.
Talk to Fen. If he has any bright ideas, I'd love to hear them. Magister Fidelia has been studying the Ice Reach Coven medallion, but she hasn't had a lot of success. She seems even less confident about reproducing their protective enchantment now.
Did Magister Fidelia learn anything that might help us?
She identified necromantic components as part of the enchantment, as well as reach rituals. But she isn't an expert on either type of magic. Frankly, I think she's exhausted the scope of her knowledge.
Were you able to accomplish anything while we were west? Yeah.
You mean other than hounding my father and serving as go-between for the Jarl of Morthal and the Magister of Carthald? I wrangled promises out of my father and showed our allies that someone in Solitude still cares.
What kind of promises?
I got High King Svargrim to promise to dispatch soldiers to reinforce Morthal's defenses and send aid to Carthwatch. It's a start, but he hasn't actually issued the orders yet. I need to follow up with him after we're finished.
So the High King has finally acknowledged the threat to his kingdom?
Sort of. He admits he might have been wrong about the Ice Reach Coven, as far as that goes. But he still glares daggers whenever anyone mentions you or Lyris. So let's not bring up Fen, alright?
Alright. But I have to talk to Fan.
It's all right. I'm ready to help. I know what you need me to do. Put my experience behind me. Focus on the mission, just like Verandis taught me. Could you show me the research you recovered from Exarch Zingalis' laboratory?
I found notes on werewolves and netherroot, and a potion made from netherroot and other ingredients.
These notes prove my theory. Netherroot is the key component of the Herostorm ritual. It's like a poison for the soul. Weakens the bonds to the body so it can be pulled free. They're harvesting life energy from anyone caught in the storms.
Why would they want to harvest life energy?
I'm guessing, but it may have something to do with those stone husks we saw. Remember how the werewolf emerged from one? And look at the mixture you retrieved. It isn't like the residue we recovered from the witch pike. It's more concentrated.
Could that be what they're going to use to make the Herostorm stronger?
It's certainly what Zingalis' notes imply. Despite how it looks, a plan is formulating in my mind. I think I can create an elixir, but I'll need more of this refined netherroot brew. And we need to solve the mystery of the Coven medallions.
Alright. Anyone have any idea where we're going to find this stuff?
I can help with that. Bring the map from Zingalis' sanctum over here. Place it on the table. I want to show you something.
Alright. Did anybody else hear, like, somebody getting killed?
The map we found in Zingalis' sanctum. Put it on the table where everyone can see.
Table.
See those marks? Grey host sites that correspond to the communique we found. I know a commander's map when I see one. Each of those marks matches a location mentioned in the communique from Rada al-Saran, the leader of the Grey Host. I can already see where we need to go.
Where do you think we should look?
That mark on the northwest coast, that's an Ice Reach Coven camp. The communique mentioned needing more medallions. Odds are, they come from there. And here, a midland camp between Dragon Bridge and Morthal. It's a staging ground for the Harrow Storms.
And that's where we can find the refined netherroot brew.
More than likely. Those two locations should provide what Fen needs to finish his elixir. We can't bet everything on that, though. The communique mentions a warlord's camp in Blackreach. Maybe we can learn more about their ultimate plan there.
3 camps. That's a lot of ground to cover.
Svanna, Fen, and I will divvy up the camps and scout ahead. Fen should investigate the coastal camp. I'll take the Midlands camp. That leaves Svanna with Blackreach. Meet up with each of us when you're ready. Then we'll hit each camp in turn.
Oh my gosh. What should we expect to find at these Grey Host camps?
We don't have a lot of solid details, just what we've pieced together from the Grey Host's notes and communique. But I'll answer your questions the best I can. Which camp did you want to ask about?
Midlands.
The Grey Host isn't just hiding in Blackreach now. They're mounting an invasion, and this appears to be their primary staging ground. I expect they're stockpiling witch pikes, grey reliquaries, and other supplies here, including the refined brew.
What about the coastal camp?
From what I can tell, the camp on the northwest coast is where the Coven first made landfall from Icereach. It's as close to a home base as they've got. They've established themselves there, so I'd expect it to be well defended, if not fortified.
Why do you think this is where they're making their medallions?
The communique mentioned orders to produce more of those medallions, probably to keep pace with the increase in Harrow Storms. I can't guarantee this is the coastal camp where the orders were sent, but it's the only one on the map.
What about Camp in Blackreach?
That's the one we know the least about. But it's where a lot of the Grey Host's warlords are gathering, at least according to the communique. It's the best place I can think of where we can get a look at those orders the Ashen Lord mentioned.
Yeah. Let's do it. Wee. Oh, wee. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted. I'm sure, I promise. Run! Gallop! So I think I'll save the Blackreach one for last. They're not going to show me where they are until I run out of the thing. We got one all the way over there. Alright, so let's go to Morthal Way Shrine first. Cool. Here we are at the Morthal Way Shrine.
Wolf attacks? Ghosts? Richmond raids? I'm getting out of this town.
Oh. I don't know if y'all have ever seen the movie, but Will Ferrell did a movie that's completely Spanish. And there's a scene where he's on a horse, and it just cracked me up because it's this part where he's just like, "I'm running," and that's all he's saying. And then later, again, he's like, "I'm jumping," and it's done at a spot where he's jumping, as that would imply. It always cracked me and my buddy up. It was a pretty funny movie too.
A bold move setting up camp in the midst of the Western Holds. I'll say this for the Grey Host. They aren't afraid to draw attention to themselves. I learned a few things while I was waiting for you to show up.
Tell me what you found out.
It's just as we thought. The Grey Host is using this camp as a supply depot for their raids across the countryside. I saw stacks of witch pikes, rows of reliquaries, and jars of what I assume is the refined netherroot brew.
Finn needs the netherroot brew for his elixir.
Right. And I heard the camp leader, a nasty creature named Sableye, tell his troops to make sure to use the new supply that just arrived from Blackreach. Let's go grab a jar or two.
Oh yeah. And we'll probably kill Sableye while we're at it. Boom, son. You didn't see that coming, did you? Oh, we're stuck behind a tree. You are on fire.
No jars in this cart. Let's try another one.
Boom! Right in the face. Oh yeah, I forgot that hits two. Oh, here's a book. Solitude Bedtime Stories. Not a lore book. Womp womp. That's okay. That's okay.
Not this cart either. I hope we
I'm
didn't
gonna
miss
take
it.
this meat though. Ooh, here's a heavy sack too. Where's this Sableye at?
Fight? If you insist.
Oh, they're all dying. There's a Thieves' Trove. So if you have the Thieves Guild DLC, you can steal from the Thieves' Troves. Boom. Oh, there's a skyshard. Get it in a second. Was not expecting to find that ore. Alright, so, come on. Hey, jump. Alright, it's gonna make me really angry in a second. Ah. There we go. Alright, so, we got a sky shard out here. We are, no read, slimy worms. We are west of Morthal, west of the Great Lift, and east of Hunter's House. Let's jump down here and kill this random guy. Oh, that's a random one. Sorry. Come on, search it.
Stop them, my packmates. I'll get this brew to the witches.
Sableye has the brew. Let's find him before he gets away.
Oh, that is not the right direction. That was dumb. I told you we'd be killing Sableye. Where are you at?
I'll take that one. Time to dismember the monsters.
Spies. We eat them.
You got a jar of the refined brew? Let's talk over here.
Couldn't we talk right there where I was standing? Because that body will respawn. That's why.
Luck was with us. If we had reached this camp even a few moments later, Sableye would have gotten away with the Netherroot brew.
This looks like the jar of refined brew we found in Zingala's laboratory.
After all this trouble, Fen better be able to use it to make his elixir. I'll take the jar of refined
We killed
Netherroot
like
brew
3
to
people.
Solitude. We'll meet up in Spana's chambers when everyone gets back from their missions. I hope they're all right.
Aw, you seem to have grown fond of Finn and Svana.
Fen has proven himself, especially after what happened in Blackreach. House Ravenwatch, they're unusual as far as bloodsuckers go. As for Svana, she's braver than I originally thought. Anyway, meet me in Solitude after you finish up.
Goodbye. Alright. Alright. Be better to go this way. Just had to do a little off-roading there. My horse is like so mad at me right now. Whee! Alright, y'all gonna have to bear with me. We got a little bit of a ride to do here. So we're gonna be going west for a long way. Excuse us. So hopefully we will find another way shrine around here. That's what I really want. so far. It usually shows if you get kinda close. Surely there's gonna be one on this coast when we get here, right? Don't call me Shirley. Do you feel like you're just talking to yourself? Man, I'm passing up all kinds of gathering stuff too. Oh, there we go.
Ah, good. Lyris was right. This camp is crawling with the Ice Reach Coven. And they're definitely producing the medallions here. I was even able to slip away with one. We need to get closer, though.
Closer?
There's more to figuring out this magic than just watching from afar. I need to know exactly how they go about creating them. With your help, we can learn everything about that here in this camp.
What's so special about this camp?
It's a landing site for the boats coming from the island of Ice Reach. Plus, they're collecting something here that goes into the process of creating the medallions. If you can get me to the center of the camp, I can learn what that is.
All right.
Determining how they create these medallions will be an enormous help. The Grey Host has accelerated their plans. They need more medallions for a reason. A big harrow storm is coming. We need to be ready.
Let's go kill some witches. That's not a witch, that's another player. Alright. This one's on the way. Where did Fen go? We were in this together, bro. What? What are you doing up there? We got people to kill, dude. Sorry. Oh. Oh, those are more people. What's
Examine
this?
the headstones. Let's determine what's so special about the exhumed bodies.
Traveling merchant run through by bandits. Old as the mist, old as the hiss, mother of Merkmeyer, scholar. Okay. Son of somebody and old. So they were all old. Is what we're learning so far.
Examine
Old
the
as
headstones and see
Skyrim.
what you can make out.
Old.
Finished? Have you come to any conclusions? Well, we've both been over the headstones with a fine-toothed comb. If we can
Sure.
determine why the Coven dug up these particular bodies, it will tell us something
Let's
about
discuss
the
it.
course. Compare notes and look for commonalities. You have the makings of a fine
When they
scholar.
died.
They did. Tell me more.
They were all old.
Of course. Why didn't I see that? The headstones on the exhumed graves all mentioned that the person was old when they died. Let me think. Some necrotic spells require the remains of the elderly. Something to do with the natural decay of life.
The natural decay of life?
According to one necromantic theory, the older a living thing becomes, the more necrotic energy it naturally acquires. As a body grows old and withers, the life inside it decays. Necrotic energy is the byproduct of this deterioration.
Does that tell you enough to figure out how to create the medallions?
I now know enough about how they create the medallions to move my research along. I'll return to the Blue Palace. and start putting an elixir together.
Oh, what do you need me to do?
To fully craft an elixir to defend against the Harrow storms, I still require a sample of refined netherroot brew. Plus, we need to determine what the Grey Host has planned. Help Lyris and Savannah at the other camps. Then meet me at the Blue Palace.
Yeah. Lyra says that in the Blue
Glad
Palace.
to hear it. That just leaves finding out what the Grey Host has planned. Go meet Savannah at the camp in Blackreach. I can't say I envy you. While Blackreach provides some fascinating points of study, the dangers appear overwhelming.
Goodbye. Alright, so they brought us out to this place to read a couple tombstones. Is that all that's out here? Oh, you did. You did. I feel like there's got to be more out here than just a couple tombstones to read. We can't get into the building because the door's locked. There's at least a heavy sack. That has trade goods in it, FYI, if you didn't know. If you didn't know, it's probably because you don't play the game.
We need to be ready when the time comes.
Boom in your face. Yeah. So here's where they're bringing all the stuff in. Oh. My bad, bro. I didn't even see you there.
Soon you will know the taste of triumph.
Nothing? I mean, I can pick that flower, but... Like, really? There's nothing out here? That makes me mad. Like, I'm gonna kill this random person. Just because I want to. Why is there nothing out here? That's dumb. That makes me angry. There's still 10 way shrines. How did I not find one at all on the way over here? Alright, sorry folks. We're gonna run this way real quick. There's gotta be a way shrine up here. I keep forgetting that I need to be on the lookout for skyshards too. Oh, this might be bad. Oh, that mammoth is an elite. Oh, oh, what's that? Get off. Sea giant predation. Not a lore book. Oh, oh, it's a thieves' trove. Well, we'll steal it while we're in here. I can't believe there's not another way shrine up here. There's a dungeon entrance. Whoa, what is that? Sorry. Sidetracked. Oh, it's one of the storms. It's as close as we're getting to that. Those are like big group things. There's the giants like in Skyrim. Wow, I can't believe that nothing along that coast had a way shrine. That's ridiculous. Sorry, guys. Looks like this is gonna be our closest one to. I wanted to do this the other day and make the little trek up this way whenever I was here, but to save time for the video that I was doing, I did not. And now I've wasted that time in this video instead. The irony is not lost. There's a lot of people who want to kill me all of a sudden. Oh, that place is cool looking. Actually, yeah, that place is really cool looking. Some type of a building there. Oh, this is where we...
are simple folk supposed to do against such evil?
Well, I think I hear a bit. Oh no, it's a troll. Not a bear. Don't mind me, guy. Just swimming. Oh, there's a chest. Have we found any chests since I've been playing? I don't know. So this is a little chest mini game. Not mini game, but you just push down the pins. And they give you stuff. Yeah. I think that's the first one I've gotten on here. Just taking some water. That really makes me mad that I did not find any way shrines today. I did hear all this back and forth between Blackreach and the main city, Solitude, or whatever. It got annoying. Which I need to see. Is this map considered the same? No, it's a different. Oh, it is the same map. So that's part of it. Even though we're underground in Blackreach, part of these way shrines are counted for Greymoor and down here. So that's annoying. Which would explain why there's so many of them, I guess. Way shrine up here, down there. It's down there. Yeah, I'm stuck. Kill this guy real quick. You did, boy. Okay. I need to head south. Should have collected that satchel. Wonder how close this way shrine is. Not very, it turns out. Oh, and there's a troll.
Do you need a place to stay?
Don't mind me. Just a vampire running through. Alright, we got another way shrine. Oh, this could be bad. Better is intended. Better than intended. Oh, no. goodness. It's really bright and colorful down here. Really? Okay, the only way in and out is swimming. Well, this is embarrassing. This is where I just went through, isn't it? I dislike this very much. Oh my goodness. And that thing just spawned. Yes, put aside your hatred for the both of you to kill me instead. Oh my goodness. What? Why are you shooting me? I'm just walking by.
Begins.
All I want is to do this quest. And I'm having such a hard time finding it. Okay, here's the little crafting place. So, if you don't know, each zone has, I think, 3 crafting areas that let you make item, gear, light, medium, and heavy, that is only available to be made in that zone. And that was what we found, was just a little... we just ran through a little area that has those crafting stations. Savannah, where are you? Or am I riding solo up here? So what's up here? I just did that twice, didn't I? Yeah. Torn cloth. Okay, it's just crafting stuff. That's exciting. I thought it might have been something special besides just crafting stuff. crafting stuff isn't cool. Another thieves trap, man. I haven't seen one. Whoa, guy. Back off. Let's see. We also have my beloved siblings, the Exarchs. Not a Lorebook. Man, what is going on? Just striking out all over the place. That's a big dude right there. Crimson Nern root. That's interesting. Interesting. So scrap wood is another thing I've never seen before. It's just for crafting like that. Torn cloth. Swanna's standing over here. I have been looking for Swanna. What is this? She better be down. What in the world? I mean, it seems to think she's right here.
This is the only love he ever gets.
Maybe there's a little cave under here. Nope. Well, this is dumb. Okay, let's try this. God, I feel bad. Like, I've accomplished nothing in the last 30 minutes. Running all over the stupid map. And now, can't find this lady. Oh my gosh. That's the beast, does
Came here
it
to learn what the
sometimes.
Grey Host has planned, and what did I find? Good citizens of the Holds, afflicted by the Harrow storms and kept prisoner for some ungodly purpose. No matter how many I set free, the Herald will not leave this place.
Have you had an opportunity to scout out the Grey Host camp?
That's all I've been doing, and trying to get these afflicted people to leave this place. The Herald, the storm robs them of their will, their minds. I wasn't able to slip deeper into the camp, though.
We need to find out about the big storm the Grey Host is planning.
Agreed. There appear to be a number of Grey Host warlords in the camp, so discovering their plans should be possible. We need to be careful, though. I don't want us to wind up like the Herald, serving as food for these bastards.
Tell me what you noticed while scouting around the camp.
Messages have been coming and going since I arrived. I've heard the name Rada al-Saran, the Ashen Lord, spoken in hushed and revered tones. His name was on the communique you found, remember? We need to get down there and see what else we can learn.
I wonder what the Grey Host is doing
Hiding,
down there.
building their forces, digging, undermining. That's the correct term, I think. Plus, they're collecting the Herald, herding them like cattle. It's monstrous what they're doing to these poor people.
Are you sure you should be down here, Princess?
The only thing I'm sure of is I have to try. If my father won't act, then it falls on me to get things done. It's what my mother would want me to do.
Alright. Let's go. Let's go mess some stuff up. This guy's big. That did not hurt him at all.
There, on the left. Let's listen in.
Oh my gosh, I was up here earlier.
Exarch Zingalis has fallen. I have never seen Rada El Saran, our Ashen Lord, so filled with sorrow or such rage.
Does the loss of the Exarch alter our plans?
Not in the least. The strike on Solitude will occur as planned after Exarch Ulfra tests the improved ritual in the Undergrove.
Cool. Cool.
Look, on the scaffold. Let's eavesdrop on those werewolves.
Yeah, they'll never have any idea we're here. was literally at both of these places.
I left the orders in my tent, but the Ashen Lord was clear. We need more netherroot. See to the undergrove immediately.
As you command, Pintock.
The Undergrove? That sounds important. The Grey Host definitely has something big planned. Let's search the tents for a copy of those orders.
I literally did all of this.
That's what we were looking for. Let's talk over there. Orders from Rada al-Saran. These words send a chill down my spine. Their plan for Solitude? It might even be more dreadful than an all-out attack. We need to get back and determine the exact location of this Undergrove place.
Oh, you really think so? Of course.
You saw what happened at Kiltreath and Karthwatch. Whatever they have planned for Solitude, it sounds a whole lot worse. I wish we knew more about this Rada al-Saran and what drives him.
He makes it sound like he considers his army to be his family. Oh, that's
Family
sweet.
of monsters.
Oh,
Who
that's
could
mean.
imagine vampires and werewolves working together? Let alone talking about one another like brothers and
Hey,
sisters.
hey, calm down. I'm
It's
a
not
vampire
natural.
too. Hopefully the orders we found will give us an advantage.
I'm glad I got to look around Blackreach, but I can't wait to see the sun and sky again. No matter how big these caverns are, it still feels like we're buried alive down here.
Yep. Alright. I ain't taking the time to run out of this place again. Oh, wait. The Wandering Skald. There, finally a lore book. Jeez. Alright, so if you're doing the quest for Svanna, it's right where the quest ends. If you're not, enhance. So we're south of Parasite's Cove. You're gonna see a bunch of death hounds. You're gonna see some elite vampire lords or something. And it's, well, it's in a tent. it's in a tent. I don't know what else to tell you. That was the Wandering Skald, right? Yeah. Okay. Glad I saw that. I'd have been really upset if I had to come back here for that. Oh, man. I'm sorry, this is just frustrating. All the time I wasted running looking for those stupid way shrines and not finding one. And then looking for Svanna and not being able to find her. But that's the nature of the beast sometimes. And it was easily fixed by just logging out and logging back in. But still frustrating. Okay.
The guild has need of you, comrade.
I know, they can't do anything without me. Oh, FYI, those, well, I'm thinking of guilds and the Thieves Guild, because they've been finding those troves.
What is it?
It is a act of thieving to open them. FYI. So when you open them, make sure that you're stealthed and people can't see you. And also, sometimes they'll have a little thieves' cache inside of it. And if you open that in town,
So,
it is an
do
active
we have a way to
thievery.
defend against the Harrow Storms, or what?
The elixir should do what we need, provided neither Fen nor I made any miscalculations.
Yolen, don't be so negative. The elixir will work. You'll see. Oh, good. You're back. Mjolnir and I have been discussing the various ways to turn what we've got into a protective elixir. I'm hesitant to get too excited, but I think we've figured out how to defend against the Harrowstorms.
Tell me.
The Grey Host uses an unstable mix of alchemy and sorcery to create the Harrowstorms. An arcane ritual and the Netherroot brew focus the power of each Harrowstorm through the prepared witch pikes. Ingenious, but fully exploitable.
Exploitable? How so?
We can use the refined brew as the basis of our elixir. Now that we understand how the Harrowstorms are created, we can use those same components to replicate the medallion's protective properties. We just need to gather the necessary components.
How can I help?
Svana's associate, Mog, will procure most of the supplies I need. But there's one final ingredient required. For various reasons, I can't simply walk into the Hall of the Dead and claim it myself. I need you to acquire Arkay's sacred oil.
What?
A holy ointment associated with a god that became popular due to imperial influence. It's used by the priests in the Hall of the Dead to provide protection against necromancy and the undead. We need that oil to create our elixir.
To the Hall of the
You'll
Dead.
need my help. I'll meet you at the Hall of the Dead. Mog,
sounds
put away the
good,
tankard and
Svana.
get the supplies Fen requires.
See, that went much better that time. Run. It's not. That's not much of a difference in running.
What do you want? Cards. More refugees arrive by the hour. Why does Fargrim hesitate?
The High King issues
Princess
orders,
Vana,
but all they do is
what
lock
can I
away
do
the
for you,
afflicted.
Your Highness?
When will we strike
Listen
back?
to my friend, High Priest. We need your help.
I'm surprised to see the princess here. As you can see, the influx of refugees has made this place much more hectic than usual. Is there something I can do for Princess Svana?
We need some of Arkay's sacred oil.
Sacred oil? Strange. That's the second time today someone has come seeking Arkay's anointing balm. Sword Thane Othlet arrived with an edict from the king. Demanded our entire supply. How we're to consecrate the dead without it, I have no idea.
Why does Fargrim want it?
The Sword Thane wouldn't say. He just mentioned that the High King needed it to defend Solitude. I'm sorry I can't comply with the princess's request. Things are hard enough that these refugees must take shelter here among the dead.
Do you know where the Sword Thane took Arkay's sacred oil?
The Sword Thane took the oil to Castle Dower. That's where all the supplies for a siege are gathered during periods of strife. I pray that High King Svargrim receives the patience and wisdom required to see us through this crisis.
Okay. I guess we're not gonna let Svana know that. I guess she was listening. Let's see. Where are we going? Oh. It's just... I thought it was gonna be like...
Sailing
Have a
giants.
passion for alchemy?
Far
Never
away.
Be
imagined.
a part of my exciting research.
Hold! Castle Dower is Princess Svana.
Sword Thane, our business is urgent. My friend will explain.
Yeah, let me do the talking.
I don't have time for the princess's proclivities right
I
now.
like his armor.
The High King, we barely keep up with the multitude of tasks. So speak quickly and let me get back to it.
You took the oil, we need some.
My orders from the High King were clear. Stockpile the entire supply of sacred oil in the Temple of the Divines here within the confines of Castle Dower. What in Shore's name does the princess need with holy oil anyway?
There's an elixir that protects against storms, but it requires the oil.
Protection? Truly? The Herald already outnumber my soldiers, and more arrive every day. Still, giving you the oil would violate the High King's edict. I suppose if I happened to look the other way for a moment, I wouldn't notice if a flask disappears.
I understand.
A single flask? Then we'll have to make do. Let's get it back to...
Swordthane, by his work! I gave strict orders, yet my daughter freely enters the castle grounds. What do they want, Swordthane?
They,
We came to offer our assistance, Father. Swordthane, how can we help?
Athlet has everything well in hand, child. Despite your intentions, you would only hinder our efforts. Go! The Swordthane doesn't need my daughter or her wastrel underfoot.
Guy's kind of a jerk. Oh, this is a bad idea. I'm going the wrong way on top of that.
What is it?
What is it? There's the Thieves Guild, FYI, right there. When you're in the know, you know these kind of things. I don't like to brag, but I'm a pretty big deal.
What?
Run! And I wish I knew how fast my other character was compared to this guy. It's incredible. I think he gets, he wears medium leather, and I think he gets speed boosts for it, if I remember right.
Once it's ready, I'll test the elixir.
As you say, Lyris. Ah, here they come now. You have the sacred oil? Add it to the
Yeah,
cauldron.
I just did.
Yes, a perfect fusion. It's ready to be tested. Come, let's talk. With the addition of the sacred oil, the elixir is complete. Before we produce enough to distribute to the people of Western Skyrim, we need to test it. I'm confident of my work, but we're dealing with powerful forces here.
How do you plan to test the elixir?
We can't wait for the next Harrowstorm to strike. But what you and Svanna learned in Blackreach might help. You heard that Exarch Ulfra was testing Harrowstorm rituals in a place called the Undergrove. We'll go there and let Lyris drink the elixir.
Right. The orders mentioned the Undergrove is hidden in an ancient barrow.
During my explorations of Blackreach, I came across an ancient burial site, a place called the Midnight Barrow. This Undergrove must be inside those ruins. Once there, you and Svanna keep watch from a safe distance, while Lyris steps into the storm.
I guess we're going to the Midnight Barrow.
From what I could tell, the Midnight Barrow sank into Blackreach in the distant past. Somewhere in its chambers, we'll find the Undergrove. The ruined barrow is in the Lightless Hollow, in the northwest portion of the cavern. We'll meet you there.
I thought for sure that was the end of this quest. I was wrong. Whee! Hook. Alright, where am I going? Where am I going? Well, at least we can take the Morthal Way Shrine. guess we'll go south. There we go. Did like a full 180. Did a full 180. Sorry. Well, that's cool looking. That goes to the public dungeon. Going back to Blackreach. There's multiple entrances to Blackreach, even though it's a hidden city that that nobody's seen for years. Cool. So we are close to this way shrine. So I do want to grab it first. This is taking me into a delve, isn't it? Man, this video just got even longer. You're lucky I don't have my other character, bro. Okay.
Please, 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 please don't make me do this. Ah! Oh, thank God you're not one of these tomb robbers. Or another ghost. I've had my fill of ghosts.
Oh, you've been seeing ghosts?
Mainly one ghost, honestly. A distant ancestor. Every time I try to sleep, he's in my dreams. I've barely had an hour's rest since I came to Dusktown. It's going to kill me if it doesn't drive me mad first. He's been calling me here, I think.
To what end?
Put him to rest, I think. He's being tormented as much as he's tormenting me. I came to this terrible place to find his remains, but the tomb robbers have angered the dead, and I'm terrified to step foot into the barrow alone.
I'll help. For some
That
reason.
ancestor is the traitor Jarl, Hagridden. He was buried alive in the Midnight Barrow long before I was born. Unfortunately, he has no tomb, and what's left of him has been scattered around by these Draugr-kin thieves.
Okay. So since I have to go in here for the story quest, I'm going to go ahead and do the delve while I'm here. Which means I'm probably going to edit out all that me running around looking for...
You and Fen stay put until we clear a path to the Undergrove.
Fine. Just don't take all day.
Okay, so let's check our map here.
This is it. Look lively and let's get on with it.
We have 4 places to go for the Hagridden quest, and we have, oh man, I'm probably not going to be able to do both of them at the same time. At least Lear's helps. So while we're in here, there's probably also gonna be a Lorebook to keep our eyes open for, and a Lorebook and also a skyshards, if you remember last time. Sorry, I'm gonna try to stay on point as much as I can. Man, having that...
Careful of the Draugr-kin. They'd sooner make a corpse of you than talk.
Having that attack split off and hit another one is nice.
That's the wrong way. If you have something else more important to do, fine. I'll just wait here.
Then just wait there, Lyris. It's not very cool of you, though. Why can I not target these guys? What is going on? Well, I'm gonna die, I guess. Because I can't even target these things that are killing me. Man, this is annoying.
Thought no one would find out? That none of us would survive? One is enough to expose your treason.
I gave no such order!
I have your betrayal, penned in your hand and stained in our blood.
So that was his crime? Sending his soldiers into a trap?
Oh no. Oh, there's a sky shard. That was easy. So, sky shard. You come in and go this way and this way, and there's the sky shard. Cool. So we got that out of the way.
None of the souls in this horrid pit received a proper burial. Neither will we if we aren't
What's
careful.
up here? Oh. We don't need to go that way. I don't think. Keep going this way. So we can get the other pieces.
I can't believe how many bones are down here. How many were left to die down here?
There is no rest for the wicked!
Yeah, stand by this fire. Alright, so that got us the achievement. We'll probably have to come back in here for that guy. So that was our boss. There's the quest item I'm looking for.
Jarl Hagridon has a matter of urgency for you to attend to.
What does he know to send us this far into the Reach?
You have your orders, Thane. I trust you know enough to carry them out.
Who was she to be bossing a Thane around?
So that got us our achievement, at least for the dove, by killing the boss. We got our sky shard, so that's nice. And we're on our way for getting the quest done.
For your treason against your hold and your people, we cast you from the halls of your ancestors. May they never know your name.
I did not betray my hold. She's the one who should face your judgment.
Seal him in.
Oh, gods! I can feel his terror! It's suffocating!
It's kind of a crappy way to go. And whatever those things are, I can't kill him again. So I guess that's working as intended.
An axe is kinder than this torture pit. I'm glad this place was forgotten.
Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. So that's kind of cheating, but whatever. I'm kind of not happy with this game right now. And I don't know if this quest is working as intended or not. And that's what really makes me mad.
Don't you love me, Hagridin? Do you want to see me grow old, wither, and die? It's a small sacrifice for eternity.
Listen to yourself, Esinia. Even one life is too many. I can't make that kind of sacrifice, not even for you.
That's everything. Let's get out of here with Hagridin's remains before we join these tortured souls.
Okay, cool. So now me and Lyris can go about with our quest. And there is a big boy in this next room. Look at that guy. Why is there a bone colossus in here?
This must be the place. I'll go back
No
and get...
need. We're here.
The princess insisted.
We followed at a safe distance and only advanced after you cleared the way. From this point on, we stay together. And that's an order.
Okay.
Yes, what she said. Now, let's enter the Undergrove. We need to find where they're experimenting with the Harrow Storms.
You honor me with your presence, my king.
Grey Host, stay quiet and listen.
This Harrow Storm must be the biggest we have ever wrought, my sister-in-arms.
That's the leader of the Grey Host.
Have we heard from Solitude? Is everything in place?
I have been assured the city is ripe for harvest.
Zada al-Saran and Exarch Ulfra. Should we postpone the test?
Certainly not. The holds are counting on us. Besides, we might be able to end this threat right here and now.
Dares intrude. You. The murderers who killed our beloved Singalis.
And you're about to join him.
Impudent mortal. You will pay for your crime.
What?
Now for the rest of these curs.
My king, allow me the honor of spilling their blood.
Very well, sister. Join me in Greymoor Keep when the task is done.
Let this Harrow Storm flay the flesh from your bones.
To me. Svanna, no!
See to Lyris, Scorn. And pray your elixir works.
Protect Svanna. She needs time for the elixir to do its job.
Fan out!
Oh my gosh, why am I lagging so bad all of a sudden?
You killed my brother. For that, you die.
Yeah, just chill right here for a second. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you dead, boy.
It worked.
In your face. Lagging and everything.
I think it worked. I stood in a hero storm and nothing happened. Fenn's elixir is a success. And we took out another one of the Grey Host leaders. We've done good, my friend.
You sure you're alright?
Never better. We need to create as much of the elixir as possible and distribute it throughout Solitude before Rada Al-Saran's massive hero storm hits. I also want to find out who in the city is helping him. Let's meet back at the Blue Palace.
Okay.
Once my father understands that we have a way to protect against the hero storms, he'll have to take us seriously. Let's get back to the city as fast as we can.
Goodbye. So I still didn't get to explore all of the delve, because most likely at least a museum piece in there, but we did get the sky shard, which is one of the... How did they put us all the way up here? Okay. We did get the sky shard, which for me is one of the most important things. Because there's only so many available, or... Not that there's only so many available in the game, but it's most beneficial to me anyways, because it gives you the boosts to your skill, the extra skill points. We'll talk to this lady, get our quest reward.
I can't believe I'm still alive. That place will haunt my nightmares long after my damned ancestor's ghost gives me rest. May I have him, please?
Of course, here's pieces of your old
but
dude.
pity Hagridden, despite what he's put me through. I felt his torment. An eternity in the Midnight Barrow seems cruel, even for a traitor. From what I saw, it seems like he was the one who was betrayed. Was he really innocent?
I don't believe he was the one responsible for those deaths.
That was my feeling, but I didn't know if it was Hagridden affecting me. I wonder what became of the woman who betrayed him. Did she get what she desired from those people's sacrifice?
I don't know.
I'll take them to a temple for consecration, and see that he gets a proper burial. It won't be a Jarl's funeral, but hopefully it'll allow him to reach Sovngarde. Then I can finally get some rest. You've spared us both. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'll take this two-handed sword that I'll never use. Okay. Alright, so that was Prisoner of the Past. Very good. That's fun. Let's see. We are close to... making us run all the way back to the place just to finish the quest. I mean, that's gotta be the end of the quest. That gave us our big bad guy to fight. Sorry this video is so long. I'm gonna crop out, I think, if I can, easily crop out all that running around I did that was no use. My most recent videos I've just been recording in OBS and just posting the whole thing, but man, I wasted so much time in this one. And it's coming up on 2 hours, so I don't want that long of a video for half of it me just running around looking for something that apparently didn't exist. And then that stupid fight lagged the entire time. I can't believe I didn't die, honestly.
What?
This is a dead dude.
You do not want to get on my bad side. Trust me.
Well?
To your daughter, Svargrim. We need to do something.
Don't test me, Redharn. I know exactly what I need to do. Our enemies circle ever closer, and now even my daughter turns against me. What's next? Will my beloved wife return to accuse me of some heinous crime? Well, get to it. Tell me about Svana's miraculous elixir before I have the lot of you tossed out.
The elixir works. Svanna tested it herself and withstood a harrow storm.
You represent my most hated enemy and expect me to believe a word you say? Even if you speak true, worms have found purchase in the wood and seek to rot my kingdom from within. I will not let Solitude and the Western Holds fall.
If you can't trust us, at least trust your daughter.
Trust Svanna. Perhaps. No. No! Your honeyed words are but echoes of my most obstinate foes. You offer a miracle with one hand, while holding a poison dagger in the other.
We only want to help.
Help? I need no help from the likes of you.
Don't be a fool, Father. This elixir will save our people.
I didn't think you had it in you, daughter. You have actually surpassed my expectations, more's the pity. And I'll hear no more talk of this miracle elixir.
Father, no!
The Grey Host is my true ally. Once the Harrow Storm engulfs Solitude, my kingdom will endure for all eternity.
I should have sensed it. Svargrim's a vampire.
Bum, bum,
Svanna.
bum.
Not now, Lyris. I need to think about this.
Svargrim's a bastard, but King Yoren believed he had the best interest of his people at heart. Obviously, something changed. And with Solitude targeted for a massive harrow storm, things have gotten more complicated.
With Vargrim's help, the Grey Host might already be prepared to summon their harrow storm.
Not everything is as grim as it appears. We did create an elixir. That's our best chance of protecting the people from the harrow storm. We just need to distribute it. In the meantime, take this. It may not seem like much, but you earned it.
Awesome. Got a longbow that I'm not going to use. Alright guys, that's the end of this video. This will be the end of the 5th quest of 7 in the story for Western Skyrim. I keep mentioning that it's Western Skyrim because I don't know if there's story quests in Blackreach or if it's all encompassing or what the plans are for Greymoor. There were people complaining about what little content was added, but they mentioned it's like a year-long event, so I'm sure we're going to see more stuff later on, but that's just me guessing at this point. So anyways, thanks for watching. I'm sorry I was a little frustrated in this video. Just things were not going right for me with those stupid way shrines, and I wasted a lot of time, and then we had to do the delve. I mean, I didn't have to do the delve. I could have just skipped it, I guess, and just done the story, but Oh well. I hope you at least enjoyed the video. We found a couple sky shards, found a lore book, so not bad all in all. Just frustrating. So I appreciate you watching. If you want to see more Elder Scrolls, make sure you subscribe. If you liked the video, please like it. But yeah, so thanks for watching. This has been Superphil from Superphil's Fortress of Solitude.